Campo Santo presents in cooperation with Panic Incorporated. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. UC Julia. UC Julia? Oh. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from a nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. Oh, bad move. You are drunk. Big mistake. So what's your major, you know? Major? Huh? You're pretty. So, what's your, major? Let's go with so, what's your, major? You slur the word major, and it smells like cores. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says. And I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxology. Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she might hurt your feelings. She asks you if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Oh. Back. Okay. Get in. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. Oh, this got serious. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Okay. Julia wants to get a dog. Dice, that's crazy. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names it Bucket. You adopt the German shepherd. Let's go with the scruffy, undersized one. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asked. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some. A couple little idiots. That'd be pretty good. Are you gonna play Fortnite again? Yes. In that case, we should probably get married. Oh. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best their parents are hitched. You say she's probably right. When? A few hours. Thoroughfare Trailhead. Do not forget to check in. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. It's not recommended. Inexperienced hikers. No fireworks. On Good Friday. in a few hours. Thick cruise. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. Ignore. Mrs. You feel regret, don't you? Not at all. Not at all, CJ. You don't touch each other all night. Oh Lord. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go off to work. What? Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You fraud like Victoria's Secret model. I pose and flex like He-Man. You look awesome. To climb over objects. CJ, that is like a baloney sentence. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings the folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Dog, what the frick? Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. I'm beating the crap out of him. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. So she breaks up with me after I beat up the guy that attacked her? What game is this? Firewatch. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her to not agree if she continues. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you don't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. It's entertaining. You're starting to grow. And me again? What? Julia sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe your guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Let's talk about it. Talk it out. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering an early onset dementia. She's 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Holy. Do I have a Nintendo? Not yet. Whoa! Bucky gets older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Pokemon Scarlet. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dupe, and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she gets into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips back and forth from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between two weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. She suggests that Julius could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. Ooh, that's tough. I mean, if she's the love of my life, I'm gonna be determined to take care of her myself. So yeah, I don't care. I'm not moving into no darn facility. If she's the love of my life, she's my wife. Gotta take care of her, man. That vow says, until death do you part. So help you God. You must follow it. Is this game online? Nope, it's only single player. Oh, look, a deer or moose. Nobody gone. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. Ooh. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in the front door of the bedroom. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. I'll put the chair. I won't make stuff wild. How do I make a poll? You can't make a poll, only mods. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple of nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night you are stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Suzanne. Holy. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. Then they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad for a paper for a job. You take it. I can't really explain why. Into the lookout tower. Honestly, you hate them? No. Oh, I know why, because you know they're going to. Not that either. Turn on the power. This reminds me of Route 96.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Oh. Hi. What's my voice sound like?
Hello?
Hey, I got a voice box.
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
It might be something
So,
wild.
what's wrong with you?
Not at all.
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Whoa.
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You've killed 3 ex-husbands. Wow. You're rebelling against your mom. Nobody back home can stand you.
You're just gonna wait me out on this?
Bruh, hold on.
Fine. But I'm gonna take a second here and have a guess about you. Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Nice.